What is going on, guys? It's your boy Reality Spin.
Hey, do you know what? Neither do I. I already forgot.
I have not forgotten. We will be doing the Archon quest for that came out with Sumeru. Dreams, Emptiness, Deception. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. See what we got. I did start the first part of this quest a while ago, kind of by accident, kind of not by accident, because I went to Sumeru. So we're gonna go ahead and just continue. I may or may not have to get rid of Chi-Chi, but you know, hopefully she doesn't talk too much. But I imagine this is gonna be mostly cutscenes, so and lots of dialogue, as per the usual Archon quest. So excited for it. Sage just told me that it's very good. There's a lot of good stuff in it. So let's see what we have.
This should be Sataria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
We're looking for Zataria, who is the chick that was trying to take down Nilu's dance along with that other guy. And Nahida is in Catherine.
So should we act? No, I already have enough information on Sataria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics. Talking style and key characteristics?
She gonna take over this girl?
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Who's this, official?
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune reading for him?
Of course, of course. In that case... It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you.
What the hell?
Perhaps
Who are these
at
cats?
some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Oh, we might have done that.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Oh, we've been pretty rude to the gods.
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
We gotta pick. Health? I don't care about my health. I'm a healthy individual. Give me some love.
Love prospects? No problem at all. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed.
Alright, I like this character's voice.
One who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh? So many people will fall for you. How could that be? Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Come on, man. We have all the women.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune-telling you've ever done.
Paimon, what do you mean?
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
Just gonna yoink this over here towards me more. Okay.
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they...
Interesting.
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls? Yep. It belongs to a king.
Olajuwon?
His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Sumeru City, so she still comes by whenever she has time.
Anyways.
When I start talking with them, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm
What's up?
for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
Independent of the Akasha, as you probably should.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since
Lord.
he'd already saved enough mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
Ah, great music.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
Next.
This should be our final stop. Cetaria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
It's my duty to protect Sumeru's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before. Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember. If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right. I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the
I guess the name
ships
matches
going
up.
in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent. But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars. And I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get into the academia after their next round of exams.
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Sure, but
So this restaurant has a basement as well?
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
so was that everybody?
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Cetaria.
What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Cetaria face her problems.
Cetaria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities. I remember that you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormos are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of the Scarlet King.
What do you want to do?
Nothing.
You just want to go in there?
Yeah.
Look at me?
Yeah.
Leave?
Yeah.
You know how that shit?
Yeah.
Where you going?
Okay.
Oh, you didn't eat the soup.
No, it was terrible. I literally tasted the noodles and I was like, this doesn't taste like anything.
nonsense. The fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. You want to take advantage of the guilt Sataria feels about her homeland. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages.
Well, the Scarlet King is long gone, and Sataria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of the Scarlet King's believers, she would definitely be wary of us, and we may not get anywhere. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different.
So, you mean you're going to possess those people?
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply that they've already converted to the faith of the Scarlet King. And then, as long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it.
Ah, so that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage.
Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Huh?
Best of luck.
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does he have to do this? Can't you do it yourself?
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. Well,
alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
This should be interesting. It should be interesting. There she is.
oh, here she comes. Sataria's here.
Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say.
Uh-oh.
I'm starting to feel kind of nervous. Okay, let's go. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
Oh god.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook.
This is crazy.
Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there. Strange. The cats seem... I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They
Come
are
on.
just darlings, aren't they? Heart and Mart.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
Whoa.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
I hear you. No problem. The gods are asking, Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Sataria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question.
I'm sorry. And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
Who?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, the Scarlet King.
The Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Oh, wait a second. The Scarlet King passed away a long time ago. Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can the Scarlet King still exist in real life?
What?
What insolence! I am the Scarlet King's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has taken root in this city. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Ominous.
She just ran off in a hurry. She looked pretty upset too. Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
The kid in the background.
Mahita, it seems like you understand human emotions really well after all. All I know are some abstract Harabatop theories. In any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. Anyway, enough of that.
Next one.
He's out of teams now. Right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
I'm gonna have to say something. This guy's a pottery guy.
I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
Masonry?
Oh, right. Your old
Oh, okay.
man's craft. How could I forget?
Ah, thank God.
Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Oh, that's good to hear. I have been thinking
Okay.
a lot about him.
I know his leg was
Get
fucked
some more
up.
time
That's about it.
off. I'd love to pay him a visit. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Please pass on that recently, faith in the Scarlet King has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru. He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Danger Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those Scarlet King believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or the Scarlet King? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray the Scarlet King, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Oh my God.
Team, You don't mean you've also become a believer of the Scarlet King?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Uh-oh.
Whoa. I had no idea you'd
We're such an instigator.
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit overwhelming for Sataria, but once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explore.
Interesting.
Come on! Sataria's already started talking.
I do not remember what this chick said.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
They said basement.
Oh, right.
Yeah, basement.
Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Jishan, don't tell me that you've converted to the Scarlet King as well.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who worked side by side with the Academia, and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
Please, please stop!
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her problems. She can no longer justify everything to herself. Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards! What should we do? This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Excuse me?
Mercenary, you're a member of the Core of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Marcher right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible.
Oh.
You know my name?
The Scarlet King is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of the Scarlet King, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Uh-oh.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of the Scarlet King. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the Sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of the Scarlet King? Or are you the god himself?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
Nah, shit.
How much do you know about the Sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the masked dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sabzeruz festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
To fight against the Academia, we will need to figure out the nature and purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see... let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
The Academia entrance? Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the document.
Alright, I trust you.
So,
that'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars. Maybe it's time for me to find a god to bring you them.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side. The Traveler's execution was ingenious.
Come on now.
He's the one who deserves
course.
all the praise. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch.
Hey, but if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
That's a very solid point.
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's...
Cool. Wait, what? Oh, fuck. I think. Oh, thank God.
Catherine, we're here! That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity.
Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap. If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the Academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world.
Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard. Off? What do you feel is off? It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet. You're not getting paranoid, are you?
Yes.
No, I think he's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual.
Did we forget about what just happened in the last quest?
There seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire city, though.
Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence.
I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off.
Well, regardless.
Huh.
There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the Academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
Oh shit. Oh dear.
What are you doing here at this hour of the night?
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last.
Oh shit!
And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the Academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
Oh my god!
If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people.
Just get out of the way.
Leave now. You need to get out of here. But that guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here. Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru.
Oh shit!
Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
Holy shit. What the fuck?
This should be far enough. Is the heater going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here.
Huh? I was.
Oh, such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scary.
Damn, really? My god.
Called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the... and that even the sages are wary of him. Yep. Sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor. Yeah. Now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the Academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui. But what are the Fatui after this time? Another Gnosis?
Probably.
Yeah. Things would be a lot easier with Nahita's help. Nahita said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around. You mean... Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to... Even though he turned it down at the time, there's no time to lose.
Holy shit, we're going to fucking see Tagnari? I didn't think we were going to go see him again. Adventure takes courage. Oh. Man. No, I'm not doing that.
keep your voice down.
Tainari, everything. Am I going to die and tell Suna that Tainari?
What happened?
Okay, enough. You just have a small fever.
Really? Then...
No can do. You're a big kid now.
Oh...
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you're usually...
I don't know either. It's different from before. After I got out,
Could it be?
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, go rest, Traveler, Paimon. Let's stay.
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is my son?
I gave him some antipyretics. I told him that he would feel better after some medicine. His symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them.
What do we do?
If memory serves, a small number grow in arid deserts. They usually look like shriveled. They're expensive and unable to grow in the... I'll ask the caravans. Go find Kale, have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of
All right.
Contaminated region, huh? Is that why you two are also here?
Yep.
Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal condition, the only thing they have in common is that they aren't well.
We feel the same way.
All right. Let's contact the caravans first and purchase some Vasanti grass. There's no time to waste.
I can do this now? Holy shit, let's go. Thank God.
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you, all right. Take a look around. You've fallen right into our trap.
Are you mercenaries from...
Corps of 30? We're nothing. We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of Sumeru. We're here on the orders of a client known only as the
Dottore.
The outcast? And but why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Still wasting time.
Oh no!
You're up, Trav.
Take
back off!
Life goes on.
Oh, reveal.
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
It isn't over yet. Here comes reinforcements.
Orders given. Orders received.
as you wish, me.
Light work. Oh shit! Not the beta all around me.
Elite mercenaries are like?
That was not rough. Get the fuck out of here.
Keep our guards up. But this doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. He knew exactly. Going up against smart people is tough. Anyway, let's keep going.
Is Tainari gonna be available? Oh, thank God.
Take it easy.
I should switch teams. I kind of want to use a different team here. Yeah, that's fine. Your sins weigh upon your soul. Kale!
Oh, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What are you two doing back here? Holly, it's nice to see you again. Are you doing alright?
To be honest, I'm not doing too well.
My Elazar has been progressing at a faster rate lately. I'm finding it harder to complete more intricate tasks. As a result, Master Tighnari is taking me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow me to stay here and coordinate other people's tasks.
Oh, Chloe! Speaking of Tighnari, did he...
Oh, Master Tighnari? He just left the Avidia Forest a little while ago. He was headed to...
He left? What?
I thought it was weird too. Master Tighnari always prioritizes his work as a forest watcher, but no. I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. He also made sure to delegate all his tasks using a schedule. To leave in such a hurry? I guess he had something urgent to take care of.
Sus.
Master Tighnari originally studied in the Immortal Darshan of the Academia. And Pardis Di is something like the... I know that before he became a forest watcher, Master Tighnari once spent a long time conducting research at Pardis Di.
A research base, huh? Gotta wonder what kind of research Tighnari just decided to work on all of a sudden. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Pardis Di.
Don't worry. I'm fine. I'm used to living with Elazar by now. If you run into Master Tighnari, please send him my regards.
Got it. Will do. See you later, Chloe.
That's it? That was... Oh my god. Why? That was so dumb.
Wait! Look who it is! Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you. Hey! This was supposed to be a touching reunion.
Actually, it's very smart of the Traveler to be wary of mere requests. It's not like you could have known what happened after we split up. Even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky.
Paimon feels like only the real Nagita could come up with such an obscure analogy.
Huh? But I wasn't trying to win your trust or anything. All I wanted was to clarify my point.
Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nagita, tell us more about what happened. Are those poor people alright?
Did she square up with the fucking doctor?
I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, he didn't mean engraving information into their minds. Instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. That was still within my power to fix. Luckily, I managed to finish my restorations and mind jump away from him just as he was about to capture me.
What a relief. The doctor sure pulled out some hidden...
I wouldn't be relieved, just I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds. Which means we've lost another one of our trump cards. Also, the doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only a matter of time until he captures my consciousness inside the Akasha.
Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? He's still at the Academia, so it's possible. Feels like he's toying with us. What a nasty piece of work.
Bro.
What's up?
Doctor's combat ability alone
So you can't do the quest.
I figured it out.
What was it?
I did part of the fucking Tighnari quest.
Let's try to find another way to attack this
Randall, you don't understand. I did half of the Tainari quest, right? And I got to like this part where, because you know how Nahida is Catherine, right?
Is what?
You know how Nahida is like taking control of Catherine.
Oh yeah.
So I did the part where I needed to get to Tainari or whatever, and then I got to the part where I needed to go talk to Nahida, who was going to be Catherine again. And Catherine was busy doing another quest called Adventure Takes Courage. So I had to go over, talk to Catherine for like 2 seconds, and then the quest ended, and I was able to go back to doing the quest again. So I'm currently doing the quest now.
Bro, I'm on my way home too, so
I mean, we'll be we might be fine. How far to drive?
like 15 minutes.
I'm gonna have to stop, but
Where are you in the quest?
we just saw the doctor, and we just met up with Nahida afterwards.
My car is doing the Bluetooth thing. Alright, don't.
Hello?
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I just met up with Nahida after she squared off with the doctor. The first time. I don't know if that's the second time or not.
So wait, you're in Paradis?
Yeah, I just got here.
Okay. Damn, you have a damn.
I ain't even get to the desert, bro.
That's the beginning of the West, bro.
That Tainari shit fucked me up, bro. I wasted like a solid 15 minutes doing that shit, bro. I was tight. I was so tight. You gonna see me in the video. As soon as I realize what's going on, yo, my face goes dead disappointment. So disappointed.
You're recording your reaction?
Yeah, I'm like mid-recording right now, but dog, nah. That shit was not cool. And then the Catherine shit happened, and I'm like, yo, I can't catch a break.
Damn, bro.
I mean, there's no way, dog. I still have like an hour left, don't I?
Yeah.
At least.
Easily.
God damn it. I
That's usually one thing you're like, alright, this has gotta be the end, right? And then, no. And then you're like, alright, this has gotta be the end, right? And then it's like, no.
Son of a bitch. Alright, so let me know when you get home. And
if you want, it's only 9:43, so you can finish the quest if you want.
just hit me up when you get home, alright? And then we'll figure it out from there. Alright, bro. Oh shit.
Actually, Nahida, how did you know we were trying to get to Party's Dia? Yes, I have. I can see the Traveler's Elemental. You didn't come here for sightseeing, right?
We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tainari, and the sages once tried to reach out.
Okay, let's...
Traveler?
Oh shit.
It is you!
Hypatia!
The place! It's Hypatia!
Ah, what a pleasant surprise! It's so nice to see the two of you again.
Who's this?
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other,
Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time.
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Wait, no.
What do you think? My consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
You did it? Congratulations!
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others when my consciousness made contact with the gods. Ah, what a supreme and unparalleled experience that was.
That's creepy.
That sounds incredible!
Oh, all right. Actually, please wait. I haven't forgotten my promise to you. Remember?
I promise to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul once I gained deeper insights. My current self has not only gained true insight, but...
You can do that? I've never heard of anything like that, but...
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneo with me.
Where you...
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your consciousness.
Okay.
Ready?
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounced the world and laughed in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
What the fuck was that?
What was that? Did we actually just see the Baladier's memories? But how is he connected to the divine kind?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Such a noble will! Alas, shame. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart.
Do you understand?
Oh, this bitch is crazy.
I'm afraid this is no periporno life, but rather...
You! What I found divine wisdom.
Should Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should point. Have I already lost my mind?
Wait, something isn't right.
What? What now? What the fuck is going on? Oh my god. Holy shit.
Okay, we finally lost him. Are you okay, Nahida? Wait,
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like after that, Tighnari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped places? You mean, wait, then where?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said, the doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore. But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies.
Oh no! Nahida's trapped in the sanctuary of Surasthana for good this time. Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague. Oh, that makes sense. Since the Dr. Cap, even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies. Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from the alchemical divination at the Sub-Zero's fact. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria. Oh, that makes a lot of sense, but she isn't with...
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Surasthana. Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness who is occupying the Traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit...
We just casually told Tighnari that this is the Dendro Archon.
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side, so I trust you.
Thank you, Tighnari. Oh, actually, we...
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive about its scope and goals, so I eventually declined. All I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body? What?
Do you have any evidence? So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's...
Tighnari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, if I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at Aru Village. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision by not accepting their invitation. The Doctor and the Balladeer. We have 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. Sounds like we're in for a bad time.
I'd say.
From your description, I don't think they've completed their project. There may still be room for us to intervene. Then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Irminsul?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals.
Are they trying to connect Scaramouche to the fucking... to Irminsul?
Right. We've pretty much gone over everything we need to know.
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try a few more. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Rabat. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help. May the spirit of wisdom go with you.
Thanks, Tainari. Hopefully Hypatia will feel better soon. We're off then.
Oh shit. Nice.
Surrender.
We finally made it to... So, just past this wall is the desert, huh? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall...
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Sir?
Huh?
What the fuck?
Over here.
Oh, Hatham went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
I might as well play Traveler in this.
What the... Where did he go? How did we lose him? They were just here a second ago.
More Eremite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time?
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
I could have taken care of them.
To thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the academia.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Al-Hatham. I never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the academia?
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer. Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the divine knowledge. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting. The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the divine knowledge capsule right in front of you, and upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some time. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
Hell no.
Al-Hatham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even...
So that's your answer. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about... No matter. Rather than simply learn...
That's right! We have the same plan as you!
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources.
It's always better to travel with...
I don't know, what the fuck's up with Al-Hatham? I don't exactly trust this guy.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa. This landscape is really something else. What
Another cutscene? Game, you're too kind. What the fuck? Who was that? Oh, it's Senno! Oh shit! Oh my fucking god. Why are they getting right? What's going on? Sino?
Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Oh, Hatham. Do not think you can escape my judgment, just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me.
Bitch, please. You obviously don't know who the fuck I am.
Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch. Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Hatham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
Has Hatham done something wrong?
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Hatham, I saw it during our fight. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two! Ugh. What should we do, Traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them.
Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia?
What's going on? The plot thickens. Literally.
Great! Finally, someone that we can trust! You gotta help us out here.
Yeah, sure looks that way. 2 giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to feed some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds.
Excuse me?
Hey, either...
Yo, there's so much tension in the air right now.
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quick!
Candace! Oh my god!
Someone's calling for us! Oh.
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all...
Alright, stop yelling.
What's going on, bro? There's so many people now. This party's too much. Actually, this is a party of 4, technically, without Traveler. Interesting.
Well, Hey, wanna play sardines with 3 people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. You're so thick and heavy.
Oh, what the fuck?
I can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone.
Oh, good lord.
This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru village.
Our savior has come at last. Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Pine.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow. She's so gentle and caring. Like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh,
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
wait. That was you trying to be a mediator?
Yeah, so much for that.
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Huh?
Excuse me?
Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data... I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request. But I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully... I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the Academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the Academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary. Well, Sino, if that's your...
When I was investigating the matter in the Academia, I overheard a conversation between Al-Haytham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Al-Haytham?
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
I'll hate them!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me Once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
The most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contain one key piece of information. Namely, that divine knowledge indeed exists. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the divine knowledge capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ainul Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the divine knowledge capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the Academia. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true. Hatham helped us out at
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you. I took the divine knowledge capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
You should be well aware, Scribe Al-Hatham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the Academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings.
I love Candace already. She's awesome.
And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out.
Ha.
My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here, but then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
Whoa!
The fuck?
What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
Creatures?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted.
Yeah, just leave them to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
No way, I don't believe you.
The wind's died down. That Candace still isn't back yet, though.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. Alright, let's go. We've been here long enough, and the boys are as chatty as the floor.
Ow!
Did you see the epic battle between two juggernauts?
I love all these character interactions.
Every single one.
I love all of them.
Every single one.
Why did Candace show up and just immediately take over?
Like, she showed up and was like, this is my shit.
She showed up and was like, you all need to stop. Now.
And they were like, yes, mommy.
Dead ass. She really is just like the Lisa of fucking Sumeru.
She's so bad, bro.
She's so bad, but it's like, she'll kill you too. She even told Dia, she was like, Dia, sit your fucking ass down. She was like, alright, relax.
I'm getting real Ning Wong Beto vibes.
A little bit, right? Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
Yes. Yes, quite.
You're recording your reaction, right?
I am, yes, still recording.
What part are you on?
We're gonna go check on Candace right now.
Desert?
Yeah. After the storm, Candace was gonna go take care of some creatures. And Dia was like, "Oh, she's taking a bit. Let's go check on her."
Damn, you still have a ways to go. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, I know that. That's known. That's known. Thanks to fucking Tignutty and fucking Adventure Takes Courage and fucking all these other characters that see. Son. What is good with Scaramouche? Them making him a god? Alright, cool. Alright. Casual. A god. Making him a god. That's what we're doing?
Yo, once you go off by yourself with
Al-Hytham?
I'll say Al-Hytham. I think you you know what? No, I'm just gonna let you enjoy the whole story in its entirety. Alright, so you'll be done like about 11:15. So hit me up around then.
Am I really gonna be done around 11:15?
Maybe.
I've been going for an hour and 24 minutes.
Holy fuck.
Am I gonna be done?
Dude, like the quest ain't even started. Like it's like they're getting to the nitty gritty now. Like you're in the middle of the quest right now.
I really want to finish this quest too. Like, there hasn't been a single NPC in this entire quest. Candace! Hello? Candace? Candace? Candace! Can you do other things while I'm here? While I'm doing this?
Yeah, I'll start the monster shit.
Okay, cool. Oh, you want me to just hit you up later?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch your reaction.
They just keep coming in waves. I lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized,
just like the beta quest.
Even the sandstorm had stopped. Leave this round to us. I got interrupted.
Oh my god, is Dia gonna fight?
Something to take my anger out on. It's been quite a while since
What do you mean you don't know?
remained in action. I'll leave these to you then. I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go.
Wait. Ah. Would it have killed them to give her like auto attacks for this segment alone? Honestly. Lame. It's fine, I'm using Sinnoh. Judgment is upon you. Why is Dia posing like she did something?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be safe for the time.
I'm tight.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Who is this? Get this NPC out of here.
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of them. I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
Interesting.
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent.
You know what? Since you're in the middle of stuff right now, when you get yourself situated, hit me up and then we can hop on Discord.
I'm done now, actually.
Oh, okay. Alright, so never mind then.
Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an
I mean, we might as well.
in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena related to the withering of Irminsul.
Yes. I don't think that's a problem.
Irminsul's withering. So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection.
So Al Hytham and fucking Sinnoh are just two fucking two traitors to academia, casual. They were like, yeah, I was gonna leave, and the other one was like, I was gonna leave too, actually. We're all on the same team. I still don't understand why Sinnoh had to attack Al Hytham, but I'm all for it.
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru Village refers to mad scholars, exiled here by the academia.
Sinnoh, you better calm your ass, dog.
Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity.
Yo, he's like he's like, don't look away. I can slit your throat any second.
The academia believe that the crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars.
Like, yo, if words could cut, oh my god, you'd be slicing us up right now.
Though if you ask me, it's all a boatload of nonsense.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to, but no one in the village has ever seen them leave.
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate your guilt and atone for your past sins? I'm fascinated by how you think.
A little bit.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my position.
Yo, Sinnoh, relax, bro.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these
He has it out for Al Hytham. I'm down. I'm so down. Fuck each other up, bro. He was like, oh, if I used all my power, the Traveler wouldn't have been able to stop me. And I'm sitting here like, motherfucker, do you know who I am? I defied the gods. I am the gods. He was like, I was only using 30% of my power. Get the fuck out of here. It does look like hello. Hold on, calling. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, as I was saying. It does sound like Al Hytham and Sinnoh both have different personalities. Weren't we worried that Al Hytham was just gonna be like Sumeru child?
Yeah, he's not.
He's not.
Yeah.
There's characteristics, there's similarities, but there's not enough to the point where it's like they just copy pasted him.
Yeah. He's very he's pretty unique.
Yeah.
He's pretty unique.
And then Sinnoh is just not like anyone.
He's not.
Like
I thought he was gonna be like Zhao. He's not like Zhao.
He's a cold-blooded assassin.
Yeah.
He's like Zhao if Zhao didn't care about killing people.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sinnoh? You seem like you really don't trust him.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates.
Hey, we're joining Sinnoh.
Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
Nah, shit. Me and Sinnoh, best of friends.
Remember the two best friends that...
They were like, you have to go to the desert, and I'm like, bro, I've been to the desert many times, many a time in the past week.
Fucking scarabs.
I do need to do a lot of admonition today.
Because
yeah.
into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same.
Yeah, I need like
before.
I need 13 more in order to 13 more golds in order to crown one and 9 the other.
God damn, you are so ahead of me. I'm at 8 right now, and I only have 11, so I can't even take one of them to 9.
One of my
yeah, I'm at 8 right now, but I got 27.
This title has its origins in a strange incident. The academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village.
2 more sessions, maybe.
I might pop like 2 fragiles.
Still 2 more sessions.
Good point.
They are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending some time here, they invariably begin to calm down. Initially, the people of Aru Village greatly.
Oh, by the way, I met Mika.
In the mad scholars.
Mika? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's cool. I like his personality. He's like Bennett.
He is, but just like not
talented.
Yeah. He's also very like way shyer than Bennett.
Yeah, yeah.
Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village,
which means he's gonna be fucking strong as shit.
It depends what he does. We know he's animal. That's about it.
Cryo.
He noticed a mad scholar
Cryo?
the corner.
Yeah, cryo.
Oh, we know he's cryo. We don't know what the fuck else he does though.
I mean cryo.
Cryo?
Yeah. Again. Again.
I mean, hopefully he does something good.
All the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed. After that, the people of Aru Village treated the mad scholars with greater...
Soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru Village?
It was obviously Nahida.
Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued...
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Also, I like how in the first 2 regions, everyone was we were very subtle about like not telling people that like Rex Lapis and like Barbados are still alive. And then here it was like we met up with Tainari and we was just talking about like Nahida, and he was like,
"Yeah,
is that the Dendro Archon?" And Paimon was like,
yeah, "Oh yeah."
She was like, "Yes, but we don't have time to explain. So no questions, please." And like right now, we just like they just mentioned Nahida in front of Sinnoh, so I don't know. I guess people don't care.
I guess not. Well, I mean, they actively worship their god, like Inazuma. You know, like in Liyue.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
Mondstadt, they never see their gods, but in Inazuma, they always see their god.
That's a good point.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story? Really? Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
You don't believe us?
No, it's not so much Lesser Lord Kusanagi, the current Dendro Archon. The academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
You can't hear my screen, can you?
They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanagi. And
I'll let you know if I hear anything.
Reason to doubt their views.
Yeah.
In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanagi and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's how should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's...
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily...
Good! Then you should know...
That look in your eyes. How can this be? To think. Our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investing, but easier said than done.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa?
Huh?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak.
Is your grandpa Matt?
Hey, don't say that.
The person you're referring to is not a local.
Grandpa is just Grandpa. I heard everything you said to the village chief.
Ah, so you're the one who was I was planning to go out and take care of whoever.
Whoa. Oh, Hazel wasn't kidding about Madra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid.
Also, I don't like Sino. Yeah, I'm not calling him that.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
It's Sinnoh, and that's it.
Listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss
I'm with you.
All right. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
Yay, we get to talk to Candace.
You mean Kandake?
Excuse me. Fuck, I forgot about that. Oh man.
Sino is super cute.
Huh. They're back already.
And nobody questions the fact that she has 2 different colored eyes?
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling.
This character's beautiful, by the way.
She's a lot more beautiful than I thought she was.
Yeah.
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside.
Like all of these Sumeru bitches are in my top.
He wants to get his grandpa.
Like
these Sumeru women are on a whole nother level, bro.
Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raped, unfortunately. It was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the one summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. So grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak the next morning. Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again. Only to... It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace and would follow him.
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel real.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so, we must still continue on with our lives. It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
You can say that. Razor with the Scarlet Sheldon.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate god watching over them.
What did you
Sir? I'm starting to hear it now.
No, nothing. As long as Esau keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Sino.
Hey, Isak!
Oh, it's you guys!
We've cleared everything up!
Really? Wow! Yeah!
Alright. Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
Quest completed. Second part? The missing village keepers. Is this gonna be all...
Lord.
What?
Yeah, dude, you have at least an hour still, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
You mean the village keepers? I was eating dinner the other day.
You didn't even get to the quest that says the name of the frickin' quest.
Oh, it's King Deshret and the 3... Oh, god damn it.
You didn't see that yet, did you?
No, I think that's all I need to tell
So what's a good stopping point?
Now.
Now?
I mean, you could go until you see that quest, honestly.
Okay. I mean, I'm just talking to NPCs right now. I really, like, I'm sure none of these NPCs are going to say anything of note.
The scholars that have gone missing.
We're talking about the scholars that have gone missing.
Don't change the subject.
Yeah, no, that's actually important. Like, everything from here on is pretty important.
I mean, the mad scholars.
Huh?
I think it's been
So yeah, everything from here on is pretty, like, important.
pretty early. Honestly, I feel quite sympathetic.
Do you also think
Granted, I did skip some of the dialogue.
Hello there. It's little Isak.
But then you know how Paimon repeats everything and just, you know. Thanks, Paimon.
Oh, nice. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something.
Oh, he was the one who protected my house. Oh, so you mean that this guy was the one that protected your house, Paimon, Paimon? I will say, Paimon, it has, like, been on point this fucking quest. When they were all in the house, and she was like, man, there's a lot of tension in the air here. And she was like, the air's so thick, I can barely float. And she started sinking. Yo, I was dying. I was dying.
Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Gotcha. Thank you. Sir, have you seen...
Oh, well, if it isn't... The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared. And speaking of my wife, she still always...
Oh, thank you.
It was nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's no good. I've known you since you were very young. So as far as I'm concerned...
Wow, okay.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Isak.
How do you guys collectively, as like voice actors, just fuck everybody's name up? Diona?
King Dashwood and the Three Magi! Yeah!
Okay, you were closer than I thought.
I'm following Sinnoh. Sinnoh was like, and we was like, and he was like, follow me. I'm currently following.
It's still minimum like 45. I'm not even gonna lie.
The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around you.
Haven't you noticed? The village of Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why. Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me...
Huh. Now that you say it...
Exactly. Those city folks would...
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh? Who are you? Where did you come from?
Around the corner. Oh.
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
He will kill you.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am
Close
no
enough.
match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a
It's
drink
gonna
the
come
other
out with a
day
new
and
body
heard
type
others
of marker.
talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear, and that the Scarlet King will return to this land. I'm not making this up. I swear.
Hey, go on. Keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The rat Delavar also said that once the Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the up.
Is that so?
Seems like he still wants...
Got it! At first, please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, than everyone else around.
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Where is this radical person you talk?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he...
No, not at all.
Sounds like you're not too close with the rat.
No, of course not.
I have many ways to stop you from talking, so you'd best just stay home and hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace will be able to protect you.
Yes, yes, got it. We'll do...
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying. He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places. Very well.
Isaac!
I'm here.
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there. Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa. Where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it, but are you okay?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I...
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully,
So, you know Tainari?
Huh? You know him?
Yes.
He's friends with Tainari?
Concentrate.
Word. That's cool.
The scent of incense.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too?
No.
I was calling right there a little more.
Did you first?
Yeah. Well, I haven't finished the quest, obviously, but I was hoping to have him a little more involved.
In the forest, from a scholar.
Bro, we went to go to Tainari or whatever, and we saw Kale, and she was like, "Yeah, my disease isn't getting any better." She was like, "I'm just kind of here dying." And I'm like, "Yo, can we please save this girl? What are we doing? This poor girl.
She needs the Dungeons treatment.
Dead ass. Like, Nahida, what are you doing?" Do I need to follow Sinnoh for this?
Oh, good lord.
What?
Bigger how far along you're on the quest.
Yes. You mean I'm not about to finish the quest?
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here. Although the traces have been in the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. The scent is quite faint, but still
But who would come looking for Grandpa?
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent? Hey, what's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, even deep within the clutches of madness. They still yearn.
No. So, someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance of all the...
It's highly likely.
Please, you have to save my grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back.
Let's head to Aru village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, We'll set up.
Alright, we're going back to the house to tell Candace that we're gonna go save people. Is this reassuring news? No? Not one bit? God damn it.
The darker fabric definitely looks a lot. That'd be my choice too.
Candace and Dia are talking. Everybody shut up.
Word.
We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too.
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Al-Haytham didn't go...
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and...
Did you find out anything useful? I see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it. As far as I know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can
What's
see,
going on?
Scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then?
If it was any other, that would be your next logical step. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern?
If Paimon remembers correctly.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tail bearded crook.
The duck-tail bearded crook?
These guys have one thing in common.
Indeed.
And that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. The way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert.
Tia, you're amazing! You really know this.
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence.
Good lord, everybody here's so smart.
Spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Or is it
Hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Because the guys that Sino like interrogated are listening to the conversation with us and Dia.
Oh yeah.
And Dia told us, she was like, shut the fuck up.
Why?
Aru village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you. The desert is unforgiving. So the way of life, compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals. I need to go around and ask some questions. But it'll be difficult if you're with me.
Fine.
Good.
Nah, I'm
Then we've
correct.
got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the mascot has been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Are we actually going there? Oh, we are.
Nice.
Here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorm? It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose.
Nice.
Sumeru is run by wise and
Oh, we're getting
mighty
artifacts.
citizens.
Sorry.
Them,
Oh.
Us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The academia believes geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate. Even though the academia knows very well that I could tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Thea.
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking. Besides, we're here to procure and...
Yep, we got shh.
Let me get a quick peek.
Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you... Our mission started the moment we arrived. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm done.
Just our luck. None of us...
You mean, you don't...
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello, hello. I'm Zaki. Dia...
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say... Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall.
Yeah. Have you seen Edgar, Delavar, or Jabari?
Of course I have. Matter of fact...
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe...
Ah, how thoughtful of you.
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together?
Yes, how considerate of you.
Nowhere to run.
Another cutscene? No way. Oh no, never mind.
There yet?
Yep.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
This isn't conspicuous at all.
Why don't you take a guess? Go on. A wild stab in the dark.
Oh no! It was a trap!
You're like lambs to the slaughter.
Who are we gonna be able to destroy? Not an ambush! Whatever shall we do?
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you...
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. I'm a new leaving...
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you? Who do you
The strongest one? Bro, these people not know who I am?
Deal nonsense.
So you and Delavar have been...
He has no doubt he's the
I guess
strongest
it's
one.
only natural for a traveling mercenary
I love
like
it.
you to be out of the loop.
Love every second.
Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you. But you got one thing right.
He's like, you may be the MC,
forward to an
but I will
uprising in
still bust your ass.
There's nothing
He's literally Vegeta.
than the desert folk
Word.
overthrowing the academia.
Yep.
Like, I don't care how strong you are, I'm gonna bust your ass.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said,
I'm gonna win. I can promise you that.
about the wall of Samio would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Edgar. You're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of the Scarlet King.
Why does this guy sounds drunk?
Dia, I thought that you...
And then this guy sounds so serious.
...would understand that the Scarlet King is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars. All because of some baseless...
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Enough talking! Get him!
Oh no! We must attack!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Oh, surely I'm gonna see Dia fight now, right?
Surely.
Surely! Oh. Oh. Never mind.
Through me, justice is served. Guilty. He stand condemned. Impossible. How did you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
Ah. They couldn't animate her kicking the shit out of that guy?
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in our village?
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real cat...
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house?
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar...
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some...
Wait, so he's a...
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on...
Wow!
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were...
About what?
About how mercenaries only care about...
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia? Do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice
Bro,
things
this
about
character's
the
design is so fucking good.
I can understand her devotion
Lucina?
and gratitude.
No. Well, yes, but Dia.
Yeah.
Like, she turns around and her hair going back, like, with everything. Nah, bro.
Dunyarzad's just an ordinary...
This character's beautiful.
There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people.
So beautiful,
unless
dude.
they were truly compassionate. I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in the Scarlet King, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the Academia's trickery. But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dia.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, let me
Dang,
hand.
so much
Let's tie him up and
multiverses.
bring him to the village.
No, we gotta be able to still do that.
Maybe. Perhaps.
This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru Village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
I'm waiting until the next morning.
Yeah.
How far away am I?
Wait, why are you waiting again?
We just took the 3 NPCs back, and Candace is gonna question them by whipping them, no doubt.
Oh.
I'm still far away, aren't I? Maybe I should stop.
Talk to you about it so bad. You're a little ways away. You're like...
If you say an hour again, Randall.
Nah, you're not an hour away.
Like 45 minutes? So an hour.
Maybe like 40 minutes.
So an hour.
Maybe like... You didn't go off with, Al Hytham yet, right?
No, we don't know where he is yet. An hour. Okay, got it. So I should stop.
No. Not an hour. Maybe like...
An hour. Don't lie to me, bro. An hour.
Oh my god.
Should I've been going for 2 hours and 10 minutes. You said this quest was 2 hours. You are a liar.
Dude, I thought it was. You know, honestly, I thought it was me because when I was doing it, it took me the whole day because I kept stopping and going places and stopping, and I was like, all right, let me just do a little bit of it. It's not over yet? Okay, so I walked away. So I thought it was just me just taking forever. But I guess the quest is actually just fucking long.
In the end,
I'm gonna stop.
all will be placed upon the scales.
I'm gonna stop. And I will. I don't want to.
Alright.
I don't want to. But I should stop.